What's going on, guys? You got Professor O coming through with a dose of that good yolk. I'm everywhere like broken glass and around like a circle. Anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Today I want to talk about signs of a jealous admirer. Now, I get inspired by this. Now, a lot of my videos is through personal experience or personal observation. And again, they are most opinion-based, but it's from my own personal experience, right? Opinion and experience. You heard it here first, experience. New word. I don't know what's the definition of it, but we'll be back. We spin back to that. Anyway, it's all my videos about my own personal experience. And if their opinion, right? Does that still make it a fact? Well, it's a fact to me. But what I can say is that let's just get to the video. I'm about to skip it. Signs of a jealous admirer. I even wrote points, as you know. I got my handy dandy notebook. And who still writes script? Clearly I do. Well, let's get to it. They'll always be around despite the fact they give clear signs of not liking you. Now, I need you to realize when you're dealing with a jealous admirer, you're dealing with individuals who are clearly, it's not that they don't like you, it's like they don't like themselves. So being that they don't like themselves, they want to point and project somewhere towards you, right? It's kind of like when Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. It's just what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can say about it. It's just kind of like you gotta let them do what they don't do because they're in their own bracket of delusion of themselves. Now, when they don't like themselves, but they like you, but they don't like the fact that they like you, it causes construct, like friction is happening. Because at the same time, think about it. If you're in the level of delusion, if you don't like them, if you're dealing with delusion to the point where, all right, this individual doesn't like himself, but he likes me, but he doesn't like the fact that he likes me, then, or she likes me, it can be he, she, whatever, it just varies. But what I've come to realize, most of the haters that I come to experience happen to be male. And if it's a female hating, it's because she didn't notice how sexy I was just yet. And then what she does, it just, dissipates and then becomes attraction. But I digress. So when that happens, they don't like the fact that they like you, but they don't like themselves. Because if you think about it, they start to project. What, who you think you're better than me? Who do you think you are? You think you all that in a bag of chips. Lay's, Doritos, and Tostitos. Stop playing, I digress, right? Whatever, but literally, this is what it is. So in situations and such like that, of course, I'll give the remedy, but I'm going to give it in the beginning, middle, and such. So if you give grace, why? Because you're dealing with a delusional, right? And you got to realize you don't know what they've been through to even pick out that type of perspective. And being that they have that type of perspective and they're literally projecting their own insecurities onto you, and the reason why they don't like you is because they really don't like themselves, that's a real inner problem. It has nothing to do with you at all. In fact, again, you're irritating them because you're turning that light on inside of them. Again, not the eureka and the aha moment, but it's that light of seeing the filth for what they already carry. And being that they seeing it, and then take the opportunity or the responsibility and accountability to pick up that dustpan and broom and clean up their own self and self-reflect. Now, they're trying to bounce and ricochet their image off of others. And when they find someone that has an image that reminds them of their authenticity that they once had or had a chance to shine or had a chance to admit, and they're not doing it, and they chose to admit another authenticity that they found more proper for the society, etc., so forth, it's an implosion that's happening. Very, very detrimental. Stay away from them, but unfortunately, they'll really want to stay close to you. They don't like you, but they want to be next to you. It's a very delusional situation. You'll see it, but discern it, and then you'll know what to do with it. Yeah, this part is the annoying part. They'll secretly compete with you. Like, they'll create these obstacles and competitions just to kind of come on top of us. I knew I was better than you, this, that, and the third. I'm just chilling. Why you, like, what are you doing? What's that, what? Okay. Right, okay. You're from that cloth. All right, not the discontinued cloth, not the one of one cloth. You're from the cloth. All right. Carry on, because You don't want to entertain it, because again, this is why I focus on you. Be persistent, consistent, and have tenacity towards your situations and your goals, all that you do, right? Because if you start to worry about the outside, it has nothing to do with the inside. Remember, you want to shine on the inside to be able to admit it on the outside. You don't shine on the outside so you can bring the light on the inside. That makes no sense at all. Trust and believe. This is when people implode and they'll forever want and never earn and never create. They'll find themselves wanting. And if you find yourself wanting, then trust me, a salesman is definitely going to pull up on you and give you what you want. I digress. Keep up now. Huh? You, all right, I'm watching. You better keep up. Stop playing. Oh yes, this indeed. They will gossip about you so much, even to the point where they don't even realize that you're the topic of their discussion every trip. You're like, yo, did you see, like, this son is like, why are you always doing that? Like, what's wrong with him? This, that, and the third. Yeah, some of them don't ever hide it. Trust and believe. Trust, you know. I'm telling you right now. You're dealing with the Lulus. But again, there's no such thing as negative gossip, right? Trust and believe, don't even entertain it. I tell you in my previous videos, either of the three is gonna happen. They're gonna talk something about it. Let them talk, let them think, get it off your chest. There you go, right? Go ahead, yap. After that happens, one of the three is gonna happen. Either when you're doing the complete opposite and doing your business, it's either A, they're gossiping about something totally opposite of what you're doing, which is gonna make them look like a dickhead. B, they're gossiping about something that you are doing and is going to confirm what you're doing and give you more props. Or C, they're not going to be saying anything at all, but sometimes the lack of silence is volume as well. It's like, yo, you know, that's when people ask you, they're saying, you know, what's your take on the situation? And then that's when their true feelings will be revealed. Will it be neutral? Well, 9 times out of 10 it's neutral and it leads towards the negative, but then they'll see like, all right, well, this guy's in the band. All right, well, let's move forward, right? Yeesh. Moving on. Keep up. All right. That's the sexy side. You know that. Take it easy. Beautiful example. Imagine Helga. I don't know if you guys, I don't know the age of my viewers, whatever the case may be, but imagine Helga from Hey Arnold, right? It was a cartoon that came out on Nickelodeon a few years back. Look at me, I need a cane. A few years back. It was quite a few years back. It was about inner city kids, day-to-day life, chores, hobbies, play, recreational, cool stuff. It was cool, right? But anyway, it was a character named Helga, and in this little girl was so obsessed with the main character that she just loved him, and she loved him so much that the fact that she had a pocket picture of him in a heart-shaped locket that she would carry around everywhere she goes, right? To the point. And then now, but that's her privately. Like, she was obsessed. But publicly, she would just bash him all the time. Like, what's up, football head? This, that, and the third. Bugging out, like, this thing, yeah. Give him a hard time, trip him, shove him, just completely. But on private, this chick, and I'm literally speaking, had a whole mural, like statue made of all his used chewed gum. And she made like a mural of him, of all the gum he spat out. She collected and made a mural of him. This chick was bugging out. Yo, that was, I apologize. But who does that? I'm telling you. But that's exactly what a jealous admirer is, to that extent. God forbid it's ever that intense, but more than likely it's actually 10 times worse. But I doubt they'll have that. Maybe they do, but that's the level of delusion it literally is. Like, they hate you publicly but love you privately, and that causes a friction because they want to love you wholly and being in a well-rounded relationship, but they're so delusional to themselves that they haven't did their own personal inner work. And if they didn't do their own personal inner work, they're going to project their own insecurities onto you because they haven't healed inside. You ever heard that term, hurt people hurt people? Yeah, because they're still hurt and they don't even realize it. I told you in the previous video, a lot of people carry a shoulder boulder, they don't even know. They don't even know they're carrying it. But they've been for so long, they put so much dirt and filth, they covered up wounds instead of doing the inner work, doing that surgical cleaning, that they don't even know it. And unfortunately, they don't even want to know it, you know? Sometimes they look at themselves like it's too late. Because again, once they turn it around and they look at all that filth, that's a lot of cleaning they gotta do. It's a lot of renewing of their mind they have to do. A lot of rewiring, a lot of cleaning, a lot of deep elbow grease cleaning, you know? Putting in that good elbow pain. But they don't want to do it. And that's fine, right? You can't help people drink the water. You can leave them there. If you can't help them drink it, they gotta be thirsty. And even if they are thirsty, sometimes they don't even want to drink from the well. You know, come on, drink your water. Be good, do good, see good, and drink your water, yo. Just be good, be cool, be smooth. You bugging out. You doing all that for what? You making things hot, you just bugging out. I digress, right? It is what it is. Hey. Yeah. Most of the times they want to be friends with you, but unfortunately the jealousy overrides the admiration. I don't even need to get any more detail with that, right? Sucks, boo-hoo. Let's take this moment to cry. Of silence to cry a river. I don't give Oh yeah, that's good right there. And we ended off that. Again, this message is for the adept out there, for the master, the expert, the e-fisher, the self-fisher, the pro-fisher, the one that's always doing it and never losing it, that's growing, that's glowing, that's going at all times. I see you. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Remember, you do good, speak good, see good, and everything will be good. Can you dig it? I think you can. And for the haters out there that just love looking at your boy, make sure you look at my good side. Can you dig it? Yeah. Take care. Peace, love, and light. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.